Good morning, Cyber Warriors. I'm going to go over a few simple commands in PowerShell, ones that'll get you pretty much anywhere you need to go. First thing you want to do is understand what are commands. So what are the commands that are available? And you have to identify this by finding out what they are. Get command. There are a lot of commands, tons of commands. What if you want to get a command about help? So we're just going to look for help. There is a single option there, but there should be more, right? Let's change the way we look at this a little bit. Okay, get help, save help, update help. Some interesting commands there. So help and get help, one's a commandlet, one's a function. What's the difference between them? Well, let's take a look. So we're going to get help about get help. Okay, some information. You see down at the bottom of the screen you have more. Press the space bar, get to the next page. Next page. Oh, lots of information about help. So what if I get help on get help? What was the difference? Did you catch that? The difference is when you just simply use help, it will bring each page up individually, one page at a time. And you have to hit the space bar to continue on. Or if you're done continuing, you just hit Q and that'll quit already. There's a lot of different stuff you can do with help or get help, and that would be pulling up the additional information or more refined information. What can you do out of that? Now, how do you know what the different options are? Well, let's take a look. Help, get help, and we look at the different options by putting in a minus sign or minus sign, and put in detailed, or actually you just put in that and you hit tab. It gives you the different options: category, component, functionality, role, detailed. Detailed is very useful. It provides a lot of information. Where you had a bunch of pages before, there's even more pages now. Another thing that is useful is full, which is similar but not quite the same. And we want one that gives us just the examples. How would we use the command that we're trying to get? So examples. And it brings us straight over to how we do the different examples. And you have example 1, example 2, there's an example 2. There it is. Lost in the weeds. Lots of information available for all those different commands. So one of the things that we're going to use a lot within PowerShell as administrators is local groups and local users. So we're going to take a look at the command for those. Now we know that we want to work with local stuff on this computer, and the command structure within PowerShell is broken into a verb, which is your action. We've been doing get, so that's give me all the things related to help or command so far. So you have your verb, which is your action. You have noun, which is the thing that's being actioned, right? So get command for all the different things. So I'm going to actually do noun here, and I'm going to look for local. There's nothing for local, but what if we do that? There's a lot of stuff for local. So you have get. So let's actually add the verb get. So there you go. 3 main categories we have for this. Get local user, and we see the basic information about the local users. But what if you want to know more information about what you could do with the local user? That gets us to our final command we're going to talk about today. Get member. This will give you all of the different available options within there. So you have different methods you can use. You can use those to change things. You can clone it, basically is copy the user, all the details. You can take a look at properties, and the properties are really important because it allows us to actually select different options. So if we want to select object and we want the name, double click to highlight, right click to copy, right click again to paste. So we want to take a look at the name, last log on. Is it enabled? And let's see, description. Gives us basic information about all of that, and was more than we had with just simply that. You see, we have the last logon information, we have whether or not it's enabled, we have the description. So basically we had most of the same things, we just added one additional field by specifically calling for it. And this, your get command, get help or help, and get member. Knowing these will get you through the majority of the different things you need to do in PowerShell. Alrighty then, that's all for this one. I'll see you in the next video.